Have you ever stared at a blank screen for 10 minutes trying to figure out how to word an email, and then just gave up and sent something you weren't totally happy with? Maybe it was a message to your boss asking for a day off. Maybe it was a complaint to a company that ignored you. Maybe it was just a text you wanted to get exactly right, and nothing came out the way you meant it. That feeling is incredibly common. And there's a tool right now, free, easy, no tech skills needed, that can fix that problem in minutes. AI writing tools have gotten really good, really fast. And the interesting part? They're not just for writers or tech people anymore. Everyday people, parents, small business owners, nurses, teachers, students, are using AI to communicate more clearly, more confidently, and way more efficiently than before. This isn't about machines writing your life for you. Think of it more like having a brilliant friend who's great with words, always available, and never judges your rough draft. You still bring the idea. The AI just helps you say it better. One of the best tools for this right now is called Claude, made by a company called Anthropic. It's genuinely impressive. It's free to start, and it's designed to feel like a real conversation. If you want to keep learning how AI can actually work for you in everyday life, make sure you're subscribed to Stack Future. We cover this stuff every week in plain, simple language. Claude is an AI assistant, meaning it's software you can talk to in plain English, and it talks back in plain English. No coding, no confusing menus. You just type what you need, and it helps you. It was built by a company called Anthropic, and it's often mentioned alongside ChatGPT as one of the best AI tools available right now. You might have heard the comparison, Claude versus ChatGPT, and honestly, both are excellent. But a lot of people find that Claude feels slightly more conversational, a little warmer in tone, and especially strong when it comes to writing tasks like emails, messages, and professional communication. Here's how you get started. Go to Claude.ai. That's it, just Claude.ai in your browser. You can create a free account using your email address. Once you're in, you'll see a simple chat window. It looks like a text message conversation. That's all it is. No tutorial needed, no manual to read. You just start typing what you need help with. And that's the beauty of it for beginners. You don't have to learn a new system. You already know how to type a message to someone. You do that here, and Claude responds like a smart, helpful assistant who's ready to get to work. Think of it this way. It's like having a personal editor available 24 hours a day who never gets tired and never makes you feel bad for asking basic questions. Whether you're on your lunch break, up late trying to finish something, or just squeezing in 5 minutes before school pickup, Claude is ready when you are. This is probably where you're going to use Claude the most, especially if email causes you any kind of anxiety. Whether you're nervous about tone, unsure of the right words, or just don't have time to sit and craft something perfect, Claude handles this beautifully. Here's exactly what to do. Open Claude and type something like this. Help me write a professional email to my manager asking for a vacation day next Friday. I want to sound respectful but not overly formal. I've already finished my main projects for the week. That's it. Hit enter. Claude will write you a polished, clear, ready-to-use email in about 5 seconds. Now here's where it gets even better. You can adjust it. If the email feels too stiff, you tell Claude, make it sound a little more casual. If it's too short, you say, can you add a line about making sure everything is covered before I leave? Claude keeps refining it until it sounds exactly like you, just a better, clearer version of you. This works for all kinds of professional emails, asking for a raise, following up after a job interview, responding to a difficult customer, pushing back professionally on a deadline, sending a thank you note after a meeting. Whatever the situation, you describe it to Claude in your own words, and it builds something you'd actually be proud to send. One tip that makes a big difference: give Claude context. The more you tell it about the situation, the better the result. Don't just say, write me an email. Say who it's going to, what you want to accomplish, and how you want to come across. That extra detail takes 10 seconds and makes the output feel way more personal. Professional emails are one thing, But some of the hardest messages to write are the personal ones. The ones where emotions are involved and you really don't want to say the wrong thing. Maybe you need to cancel plans with a friend without seeming flaky. Maybe you want to check in on someone going through a hard time and don't know what to say. Maybe you had a disagreement with a family member and you want to reach out, but you're nervous about how it'll land. Claude is surprisingly thoughtful with these kinds of messages. You can tell it exactly what happened and what you're hoping to communicate, and it will help you find the right words without going overboard or sounding scripted. Try something like this. I need to send a text to my friend canceling our dinner plans last minute because something came up at home. I feel really bad about it and I don't want her to think I'm blowing her off. Can you help me write something genuine and warm? What comes back won't be a cold, robotic template. It'll be something that actually sounds human, caring, and real, because you gave it the right details to work with. You can also use Claude to help you respond to messages that caught you off guard. If someone sent you something that made you feel defensive, frustrated, or just confused about how to reply, paste the message into Claude and say, "Help me respond to this in a way that's calm, clear, and doesn't escalate things." It's like having a level-headed friend talk you through it before you hit send. Once you get comfortable with the basics, you'll start finding new ways to use Claude that you never expected. And this is where it really starts to feel like a superpower for everyday life. You can use it to write better reviews for restaurants, products, services, when you want your feedback to actually sound thoughtful and get read. You can use it to help you respond to work messages when you're tired and can't find the words. You can paste in a long email you received and ask Claude to summarize it in 3 bullet points so you don't have to read 6 paragraphs. One of the most practical uses, ask Claude to improve something you've already written. Just paste your draft and say, "Make this clearer," or "Make this sound more confident," or "Is there a better way to phrase this?" You keep your ideas and your voice. Claude just sharpens the edges. And here's something worth knowing. Claude remembers the context of your conversation as you go. So within a single session, you can keep building on something. You don't have to start from scratch every time you want a small tweak. As a free AI tool, Claude gives you access to something that used to cost serious money. Quality writing assistance, on demand, for anything you need. Other tools like ChatGPT are also worth exploring, and we'll cover those in future videos. But if you're starting today and you want something that feels natural and easy to use for communication, Claude is genuinely one of the best places to begin. The key mindset shift here is simple. Stop thinking of Claude as a robot doing your work. Start thinking of it as a thinking partner helping you communicate the way you actually intended to. The single most important thing to take away from today is this. You don't need to be a better writer to communicate better. You just need the right tool in your corner. Claude is free, it's easy, it takes 5 minutes to get started, and it's going to make every email, every message, and every text feel a little less stressful and a lot more effective. Bookmark Claude AI right now. The next time you're staring at a blank screen, you'll know exactly what to do. Next time on Stack Future, we're covering how to use AI to plan your entire week, tasks, schedules, priorities, in one simple conversation. You're going to want to see that one. If this helped you out today, hit that like button. It helps more people find this channel and learn about AI. And if you've got a question or a specific situation you want help with,